Other one.
What's going on?
A YouTuber headed into a remote forest known for strange reports. The deeper he walked, the more unsettling the sounds around him.
You hear that? What the hell? Whoa. What the
growing sharper and more intense. Then he spotted something horrifying.
What the hell is that?
Several figures in black robes standing motionless between the trees. Panic hit immediately. He turned to escape, only to find another robed figure blocking the path ahead. The encounter left him shaken.
What's going on?
Unsure if he had walked into an actual ritual or stumbled onto an elaborate setup meant to frighten anyone who wandered too close. A Reddit user described a disturbing moment when they realized someone was following them on a late-night walk to a nearby store. The neighborhood was usually calm, but the empty streets made every step feel heavier. Trusting their instincts, they started recording. In the video, a faint, shadowy figure appears thin, semi-transparent, and almost invisible until filters are applied. The experience left them shaken, unable to sleep, and regretting that they never saved or uploaded the raw, unedited footage of whatever had trailed them that night. While passing through a neighborhood bordering the woods, a hiker came across something deeply disturbing, a yard littered with dozens of baby doll heads scattered across the grass. Shocked, they snapped a quick photo and kept moving, torn between curiosity and the fear of whoever might live there. Whether it was some kind of art piece or something far more unsettling, the display felt completely out of place, leaving the hiker with an uneasy, lingering sense of dread long after they walked away. While reviewing security footage from her isolated forest home, a woman thought she had captured a simple shot of an owl perched outside. But around the 41-second mark, something strange occurred. The owl didn't fly off, shift, or even twitch. It simply vanished, as if it blinked out of existence. The moment left viewers baffled, unsure whether they were seeing a camera glitch, a lighting anomaly, or something far more mysterious that defies easy explanation. A Reddit user shared a short video titled "Carpenter Bee or Wood for 1,000 Tortured Souls." Capturing eerie sounds echoing from a piece of wood. The noises resembled distant moans or warped cries, unsettling enough that some viewers compared them to demonic laughter. Others offered a scientific explanation. Carpenter bees release pheromones that attract more bees to the same nesting spot, creating vibrations that can generate these strange tones. Whether you interpret the clip as biology or something more supernatural, one thing is clear: the sound coming from that piece of wood is undeniably creepy. Nanbread posted a disturbing photo taken by their mother during a camping trip with their father. The shot was meant to show him standing behind their camper van, but something unexpected appeared when they reviewed it later. In the reflection of the front passenger window, a man's face could be seen looking out from inside the vehicle. The most unsettling part was that no one else had been anywhere nearby. The discovery left the family deeply uneasy, questioning who or what had been in the van with them that night. In 2023, a young woman and her friends held a small gathering in the forest, something they had done many times without incident. The night was uneventful until her boyfriend's best friend suddenly became sick, leading the two of them to sit in the car and film a few casual clips. The following day, while looking back at the videos, they spotted something unsettling, a pale ghost-like face reflected in the window, staring toward her boyfriend. Before they found the image, he had already been dealing with disturbing dreams involving a demonic figure and waking up with 3 long scratches on his back. The area had a reputation for paranormal activity, but this incident felt unusually personal. His sleep declined, his anxiety intensified, and he grew increasingly afraid of the woods. Wanting answers, they shared the footage online, hoping someone could explain what might be haunting him. While traveling through Sweden, Reddit user Carol Welfun explored the abandoned Garpenberg mine. Deep underground, he captured footage of something disturbing. A shadowy shape drifting in one of the darker corners. The figure looked dim and lacked a clear outline, which sparked debate once the clip was posted online. Some viewers joked that it might be the spirit of an old miner still roaming the tunnels, while others dismissed it as a camera error or a trick of the light. Even so, Carl and many who watched the recording weren't convinced, suggesting it could be authentic evidence of something paranormal. A man who had been hiking solo deep in the wilderness for 4 months suddenly began hearing terrifying sounds echoing through the forest. The noises grew sharper and more intense, surrounding him from all sides. And sending a jolt of fear through him. Overwhelmed, he started to run, but the unsettling echoes stayed close behind, leaving one lingering question: what was creating them? While reviewing footage from a trail camera placed in a secluded North Carolina forest, a hiker noticed one frame that immediately stood out. It seemed to capture a figure peering from behind a tree, a fur-covered ape-like shape resembling typical Bigfoot reports. But one odd detail raised suspicion. If the picture truly came from a trail cam, why was the device set just a few feet away, pointed directly at another tree? That unusual setup has led many to question whether the image was legitimate evidence or simply staged. A Reddit user described a disturbing moment while driving to a restaurant late at night. In the rearview mirror, he spotted 2 tiny handprints on the back window, roughly the size of an infant's, briefly lit by the headlights of the car behind him. What unsettled him most was their orientation. The prints angled downward, as though they had been pressed from the roof of the vehicle. He checked for smudges, moisture, and any natural explanation, but nothing accounted for how those strange marks appeared. A Reddit user named Natty Pack recently said goodbye to their longtime dog, Biscuit, after 11 years together. To honor her, they chose to release her ashes at a park she had always loved. While taking photos during the moment, they noticed something remarkable. The ashes briefly formed a shape in the air that looked like their dog. Natty Pack felt it was Biscuit's final farewell, though others suggested the wind may have caused the effect. Some viewers even analyzed the image and confirmed it didn't appear altered. Whatever the reason, the moment brought comfort to the grieving family. A man working in Churchill was shocked to discover a polar bear lying beneath his vehicle. Despite their reputation for raw power and unpredictability, this one appeared unusually calm, almost playful. Even so, polar bears are among the strongest predators on Earth, known for approaching prey head-on and overpowering it with sheer force rather than stealth. Luckily for the man, this encounter ended without incident, and the bear eventually wandered away, leaving him unharmed. While hiking through the forest, a man stumbled upon a disturbing sight. cluster of worm-like creatures moving in a single, synchronized stream across the forest floor. Online viewers quickly speculated it could signal some kind of parasitic outbreak, though experts later clarified it was likely a mass of insect larvae grouping together for safety. Still, despite the logical explanation, the strange, coordinated movement left the hiker uneasy long after the encounter. In Jacksonville, Florida, a man was driving through a wooded area late at night when he spotted something strange in the distance, a glowing, human-shaped figure. The light flickered softly, and from far away, it might have been mistaken for headlights reflecting off a tree. Still, the man insisted it wasn't. Gripped by fear, he refused to drive any closer, leaving the true nature of the figure unknown. Viewers later wished he had approached for a clearer view, but given the moment, it's easy to see why he didn't. A man was riding his bike along a trail when something unexpected occurred. A person stood completely still in the center of the path, focused on their phone. The cyclist had almost no time to react, resulting in a tense, confusing moment captured on camera. Once the clip was shared online, viewers debated who was responsible. Should the biker have been more cautious, or should the pedestrian have avoided blocking the trail? Most lean toward the latter. What's your take? A trail camera set up to track wildlife ended up recording something far more unusual. A figure running through the forest in broad daylight. Some viewers suggested it might be Bigfoot, the mysterious creature rumored to inhabit remote woods, while others insisted it was just a person. The figure looks as if it's covered in brown hair, but the quality of the footage makes it hard to be certain. Reddit user Matthew2058 posted a puzzling photo taken in Uruguay. In it, a man is biking down a quiet, isolated highway, while far in the distance a human-shaped figure stands alone in the open landscape. With forests and empty fields stretching out in every direction, the lone figure seems completely out of place. Its strange posture and the barren surroundings left viewers wondering what was actually captured that day. A ghostly presence, or simply someone standing somewhere they shouldn't have been. While driving along a highway in Illinois, a mother spotted something unusual illuminating the night sky.
Oh my God. Oh my.
As she filmed a thunderstorm through her car window, she unintentionally recorded a massive, saucer-shaped form concealed in the clouds. The object appeared circular and layered, visible only when lightning flashed across the sky. Its symmetry looked almost too precise to be a natural formation. Some viewers later suggested it was a rare cloud pattern, while others believed it hinted at something far more mysterious. Whatever it was, the unsettling footage left many questioning what had been hovering above that storm. This clip, recorded in the mountains of China, shows a cleaning lady sweeping along a steep slope, even slipping briefly as she works. At first glance, it appears she's standing at the edge of a sheer drop, inches from a fatal fall. But a closer look at the way the leaves drop suggests something different, most likely a camera angle, creating the illusion of extreme danger. Even so, the footage feels strangely unsettling, leaving viewers wondering why anyone would be sweeping leaves on the side of a mountain in the first place. At Liberty Lake in the Ruby Mountains, a hiker captured something unnerving, a large snake gliding through the water toward the shoreline. Similar snakes have been known to strike at paddles and boats, making the moment potentially dangerous. Online viewers described it as an unexpected threat in an otherwise calm and scenic setting. For the hiker, it was a scene that felt both beautiful and deeply unsettling at the same time. During a trip, a Reddit user decided to test out Randonautica, an app known for sending people to unusual places.
Man, what the fuck? Oh, it smells horrible. Oh, yeah. In the middle of the fucking woods.
So the keys have to be in the
Yeah, yeah. The lights came on.
The coordinates led them deep into the woods, where they came across something unexpected, an abandoned car sitting far from any road. Even more unsettling, it looked as though the vehicle had been intentionally burned. When authorities later checked the VN, they confirmed the car had been listed as stolen. The finding left behind a troubling mystery. Who had taken it, and what occurred before it was dumped and set on fire? A Reddit user shared a photo of an old house in Ithaca, Michigan, purchased by their grandparents in the 1950s. Its former owner, later institutionalized, had claimed a piano played endlessly in the basement and had struck the basement door hard enough to leave deep marks that remained for years. When the photo was taken, the house was completely empty, yet something strange still appeared in the image. Combined with other unexplained incidents, it became another unsettling piece of the home's dark history. While driving along a forest road late at night, a group of travelers noticed something strange in the sky. A flickering light suddenly appeared above the treetops. Moving in a way that didn't resemble any star or aircraft, it drifted side to side, rising and dipping as if following its own pattern. The glow hovered silently for several moments before fading into the darkness. Whatever it was remained a mystery, leaving the group questioning what they had actually seen that night. A group of campers woke to a deeply unsettling scene. Overnight, their entire tent had become covered with swarms of spiders, most likely daddy longlegs or huntsman spiders crawling across every surface. Startled and overwhelmed, they rushed outside, shaken and ready to end the trip immediately. Before packing up, they snapped a quick photo to post on Reddit, then broke down their camp and headed home, relieved to leave the nightmare behind. A Reddit user spent a week at a secluded lake house, expecting quiet hikes and calm nights, but one evening, something unsettling broke the peace.
Okay, that's terrifying. What? Oh shit, it's moving. What the fuck is that?
Off in the distance, he noticed a strange moving light that at first looked like someone walking through the woods with a torch. Moments later, a second light appeared beside it, creating the eerie impression of two glowing eyes watching him. Adding to the tension, faint distorted noises, almost like whispers, drifted through the night. Whatever was out there, it certainly wasn't the sound of any deer. A hiker revisited a haunted cave known for its grim past and unsettling folklore. Locals had long spoken of protective crosses and the Tommyknocker's restless spirits blamed for strange mining incidents. Entering the cave alone, he soon felt an unnatural shift in the atmosphere, and moments later, everything spiraled.
In the darkness.
What the f was that? What? Bro. Oh my god, I'm using a gimbal right now. I just went crazy. Come on. Come on. There's something over there. There's something over there. There's something straight ahead. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh my gosh, what's going on? My gimbal. Stop. What's going on? Oh, my gimbal's going crazy. Stop. Stop moving around. Bro, this thing is like possessed. Stay straight. Stay straight. I saw something right over there.
His camera gimbal began glitching violently as unexplained sounds echoed through the tunnel. Panicking, he ran, convinced something hidden in the darkness had been watching him. When he reviewed the footage later, he spotted what appeared to be a face in the shadows. Shaken but intrigued, he knew he would return, only this time he wouldn't go alone. Reddit user Panty Dinner 2003 recently posted a disturbing video captured during a camping trip.
Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy? What the frick? What was that?
He's walking creepy.
Dude, that was a skinwalker. What?
Follow him.
I videoed it. What the frick?
I'm gonna go get my gun.
That was a skinwalker.
No. What?
In the clip, the group suddenly reacts after seeing something move just outside the reach of their campfire's light. A pale, human-shaped figure darts through the thick brush, its motions quick and unnervingly unnatural. That brief sighting is enough to send fear through the campers as they try to understand what they just saw. Online viewers debated the footage heavily, some suggesting it might be a skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity from native lore, while others argued it was simply a person in the dark. Regardless of the explanation, the image of that pale figure slipping back into the forest has left many unsettled. In 2018, while walking with her father near the Cave of the Bats in Weaver Leon, Mexico, Adrigan captured a photograph that later sparked intense online debate. At first glance, the picture looked completely ordinary, just her father standing in front of a wooded landscape. But a closer look revealed something strange above the treetops, a dark, winged figure gliding through the sky. Locals weren't surprised. Stories of El Hombre Pájaro the Birdman, a winged humanoid, have circulated in the area since 1877. Sightings often describe the creature flying near rivers, churches, and forest edges at dusk, and many believe the nearby bat-filled cave is its home. Skeptics insist the figure was likely just a bird captured mid-flight. Others, however, think Audrey may have unintentionally photographed the legendary creature itself. YouTuber Kayak USA, known for filming fishing and camping trips, unexpectedly found himself in a life-threatening situation when a tornado formed during what was supposed to be a calm day on the water.
So, I don't know how much I just filmed out in the water. Me and Dylan were both just waiting and fishing, and look what just rolled up on us. Look at this. It is pouring, and that's only a few hundred yards away. It is white capping out here on the water. Look at this. This just came up out of nowhere. I don't know how bad that looks on camera, but it's pretty bad. Can you see the white caps out here? Let me zoom in. We're kind of hoping it goes around us.
While he and his friend Dylan were out fishing, the sky darkened rapidly. Winds intensified. Waves began cresting, and sheets of rain swept across the lake.
Pop up on us right here, and it is bad, y'all. I don't know if you can tell, but we're inside of this gazebo down, and it's picking me up. Holy shit. This is nuts. Bro, I hope we ain't got no tornado popped up on us. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. This is nuts, y'all. Stuff falling out of the tree. Oh! No, there goes
the drill. Realizing the storm was closing in, they hurried to a nearby gazebo for cover, bracing against the violent gusts. Debris whipped through the air, and nearby trees snapped, the shelter shaking under the storm's force. At one point, the wind grew so powerful, it nearly lifted them off their feet. All they could do was hold tight and wait for the worst to pass. When the tornado finally moved on, they stepped out to survey the destruction.
That was the worst experience of my life. I've got to try to get this kayak pulled up on the bank. Look at this tree, y'all. I hope that it's past. It's still coming down pretty hard. This is where we were going to park. This is where we were going to camp because it was right behind the bathroom.
A massive pine tree had crashed onto the exact spot where they had originally planned to camp. Shaken but unharmed, they realized how close they had come to disaster, spared only by a last-minute choice that ended up saving their lives. An explorer headed into a well-known haunted spot deep in the woods, documenting his nighttime investigation step by step. The area was abandoned, silent, and unnerving, yet while he filmed, nothing seemed out of place. When he finally uploaded the footage, viewers noticed something he hadn't. In one of the rooms, a shadowy figure stood completely still near the doorway. He had walked right past it without ever realizing. He eventually left the site and went home, unaware of what his camera had captured until much later. The unsettling question remains, what exactly had been waiting inside that room? While walking through the woods, a Reddit user came across something unusual. At first, it looked like an ordinary twig, but a closer glance revealed a spider perfectly disguised against the branch. The creature, known as Dolophon's conifera, or the wraparound spider, flattens its body along a twig so precisely that it becomes nearly invisible. Only a few millimeters wide, it's almost impossible to notice unless it moves. Despite its strange, almost otherworldly appearance, the species poses no threat to humans. Its remarkable camouflage may be unsettling to see, but it's simply one of nature's most impressive forms of invisibility and survival. On August 20th, 2025, Toby headed out to document a wild camping trip near Cromer, Norfolk. After following several footpaths and walking past a few caravan parks, he settled on a wide open field bordered by two large containers, quiet, tucked away, and seemingly ideal for the night. But once darkness fell, the peaceful atmosphere changed. Cars began pulling into the field, sweeping their headlights across his tent.
Oh look, we got a couple of cars coming over. Oh, okay. I might get asked to move on here. Let's keep the camera rolling. Right, it's on me. So, oh no, they're just a couple of people pulling over. See, this is what's interesting. It's kind of just so real life. This is why I won't put a torch on, guys. They might not have even seen me. They might do now though, because they've just turned all their own lights off, so I might stand out a little bit. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get in the tent. Should anything exciting happen, then obviously I'll try and share that with you. Right, I'm not gonna unpack all my stuff because there is a lot of cars coming over. I don't know if there's some kind of thing that goes on here at night. They seem to be ignoring me, but I have no idea. Yep, here we go, look. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna get out just in case, so I don't want to get some lunatic driving into the car, so I'll let them know. I stand up so they know I'm here. It might just be people that are curious. Wow. Weren't expecting none of this. You know, it's kind of to try and put you in how that might feel. I've set up, you know, I'm going to be going to sleep in there, or I probably won't now. I'm going to be going to sleep in there though. And you've got a car sort of doing that. They've seen you quite clearly. The lights have come on. They know you're in here. There's other people up there now, look. Just here, they've all just turned up just as I've set this tent up. So I will just sit in the tent for a little while. They might go out. I mean, it's, you know, if you think about it, that could be anyone. It could be someone showing their partner how to drive and they're just using the field because no one's here, you know, like anything. My mind doesn't instantly jump to chaos.
Toby kept filming, quietly narrating as he tried to stay calm. He avoided using a flashlight to prevent drawing attention, yet the vehicles continued arriving one after another. Not knowing whether it was locals, curious drivers, or something more concerning, he stepped outside briefly to show he wasn't hiding before retreating back into his tent. Soon, engines revved, tires spun across the field, and even a motorbike began circling nearby. Toby stayed still and listened, waiting for everything to settle down.
So there's a few people there just pulled over.
By morning, the noise had vanished and nothing else occurred. but the night left its mark. The experience reminded him how exposed wild camping can feel when the real danger isn't the wilderness, but other people. In Atlanta, Georgia, there's a spot known for leaving visitors on edge, the Doll's Head Trail. This strange walking path winds through the woods, and what makes it truly unsettling are the countless doll heads placed along the road. They aren't ordinary toys. The heads vary in size and style, many cracked, scorched, or caked in dirt. Their hollow eyes and broken features create an atmosphere that feels pulled straight from a horror movie. Though the display is entirely man-made part of a local art project using discarded items, knowing that doesn't make the experience any less disturbing. Walking this trail, surrounded by disfigured dolls, it's hard not to feel a creeping sense of unease, as if the forest is quietly observing every step. While guiding a group of tourists through the Carolinian forest in Canada, a tour guide was filming the tranquil landscape when something unusual appeared in the distance.
Sasquatch.
At first glance, it resembled a large gorilla crouched near the trees, digging into the ground. But the sight made little sense. There are no wild apes in Canada, and whatever this figure was, its movements didn't match any known animal. The guide kept the camera rolling as the mysterious shape continued for a moment, then rose to its full height and walked into the forest, leaving the entire group stunned. Even now, the footage is considered one of the more intriguing alleged Sasquatch sightings ever captured in Canada. A Reddit user camping near Trail Ridge Road in Colorado snapped a photo that quickly gained attention online. At first, it looked like a simple scenic shot of mountains and sky until viewers noticed something unusual. In the upper left corner, a dark, disc-shaped object appeared to be hovering above the landscape. The photographer couldn't identify it, unsure whether it was just a bird caught mid-flight or something far less ordinary. The image sparked heavy debate, with some calling it clear evidence of a UFO, while others dismissed it as nothing more than a coincidence or a visual trick. Whatever the explanation, the picture left many wondering what exactly had passed over those Colorado skies that day. An Indian camper captured unsettling footage while exploring a dense forest at night. After hearing branches snap above him, he aimed his camera toward a nearby tree, and what he filmed was deeply disturbing. A strange purple-colored figure appeared to be scaling the trunk. Its hands and face looked somewhat ape-like, yet its proportions and movements felt unnervingly unnatural. Most chilling of all was its expression, a twisted, almost human smile peering through the leaves. The man stopped recording and went to get help, but when he returned moments later, the creature had vanished without a trace. Whether the footage shows a real encounter or an elaborate hoax remains unknown, but the clip continues to unsettle everyone who sees it. While driving across a wide, open meadow, a man suddenly heard a faint, childlike voice call out. He scanned the area, but there was no one around.
Just saw, looked almost like a coyote run right across here. That sounded like a kid. Or a goat.
Moments later, something small darted across the road, a coyote-sized shape that slipped into the tall grass and vanished. The voice, however, stayed with him. It didn't resemble an animal call at all. It sounded like a child or a distant echo. The empty landscape only made the moment feel more unsettling, as though something hidden was watching from the weeds. When the short clip spread online, viewers were split. Was it a lost child, a strange wind pattern, or something far more mysterious? Something not entirely human. The team behind the YouTube channel Kamos ventured into a forest said to be haunted. From the moment they stepped inside, the atmosphere felt heavy, silent, and unnerving. Then, far ahead...
Peraí. O quê? Oh, tem luz lá na frente, velho. Apaga uma vez. Não, tem que lanterna pro chão. Vem em silêncio. Ó, rapaziada, vem em silêncio que pode ter alguém ali. Cara, parece que é vela. Olha só, mano. É fogo, cara. Shh, ô, rapaziada, vem em silêncio, cara.
They noticed a faint flicker of light. As they approached, the scene became clearer. Candles were burning on the ground, and a solitary figure stood beside them. At first,
Shh, desliga a luz. Olha ali, velho. Olha ali. É ele, velho. Olha só.
they assumed it was someone performing a ritual, but when their flashlights illuminated the face in the dim glow, they realized it was a clown. The figure paused for a moment before slowly moving toward them.
Ele viu nós, filho. Ele viu nós, cara. Ele tá vindo pra cima. Ele tá vindo pra cima, mano. Ele tá vindo pra cima, mano. Ele tá vindo pra cima, mano. Corre, cara. Corre, filho.
Panic erupted as the group bolted through the dark woods, the sound of their footsteps and fear echoing around them. They escaped without harm, but the footage remains one of their most unsettling finds to date. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.